The Prime Minister was the first guest to arrive at this meeting, warmly greeted by the French President. Leaders from two nations that have long cherished the transatlantic alliance and both now fear it fraying. More leaders followed from Europe's biggest countries, as well as from NATO and the European Union, a show of unity and of anxiety. Keir Starmer emerged from the meeting in sombre mood, admitting Europe must spend more on defence, but insisting that any peace deal in Ukraine would require American military muscle.
Europe must play its role, and I'm prepared to consider committing British forces on the ground alongside others if there is a lasting peace agreement. But there must be a US backstop, because a US security guarantee is the only way to effectively deter Russia from attacking Ukraine again.
Prime Minister, by unilaterally starting talks with Russia, has the United States undermined the UK, Europe and Ukraine?
What the United States wants is lasting peace. That's what Ukraine wants. That's what the United Kingdom wants. And that's what European allies want.
European leaders gathered here purely because of the actions, rhetoric and criticism of Donald Trump and his top team. But while they met at the Elysee, the Americans and Russians were in Saudi Arabia, debating the future of Ukraine. The Russian delegation revelling in this sudden diplomatic turnabout, delighted that Europe has been left on the margins.
The
European philosophy hasn't gone anywhere, so I don't know what they should do at the negotiating table. If they're going to weasel out some cunning ideas about freezing the conflict while actually intending, as is their custom, nature and habit, to continue the war, then why should we invite them at all?
But could there really be a peace deal if Ukraine isn't at the table? The country's president has travelled to the Middle East, defiant.
Ukraine regards any negotiations on Ukraine without Ukraine as negotiations with no result. And we cannot acknowledge any arrangements about us that were made without us.
Many of these leaders accept they need to invest more money, time and thought into defence. And if the world order is changing, if America is becoming a less reliable ally, then that process will surely accelerate. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Paris.